Hey, welcome back. Something's going on with my stream right now, so I'm trying to get it all set back up. There we go. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, it won't let me go live for some reason.
That's unfortunate, man. I hope you get it sorted out.
Trying to fix it. How was your day so far?
So far, it's been pretty good. Can't complain. Like, other than the fact that my game just crashed a couple minutes ago. Yeah, you know me, the noob, Ray. Oh, the bolt right to the friggin' neck. Took him out. We were so close to being just down to the dragon. Right on. Man,
Haven't been feeling good lately.
I don't know what I just stepped into, but there's like Dawn Guard bandits and a dragon. This is out of control.
for us all. Finality. Does someone live among the dead? Does someone live among the dead? I sense. Does someone a presence comes for battle? Eternal slumber awaits. You can never truly see.
What?
Good evening.
I sense.
Good evening, Jeremiah. Sorry about the crash.
I wasn't here.
Oh, okay.
Cleaning in my car.
Only a fool tries to kill me.
It's supper time here. It's not even 6 and it's dark.
Yeah, daylight savings. I think I messed it up. Oh wow. Really, go? Alright, I apologize. I gotta go to the gas station real quick and grab the pizza my wife ordered. I'll be right back. No skooma for you, Ray.
You can
You can have none, brother. No skooma. Again, to anyone who's here from the last stream, I'm sorry about the game crash. Hello? Move. Dang. Pull an angry Kid Joe, look. I did a trick. Uh-oh. What the hell? Now that shit's crazy.
No.
Does someone live among the no one hides from the dead?
Welcome back. We got some crazy stuff going on.
so full and gonna pop.
I bet that's a nice feeling.
You do know you can take those drag out before it starts.
Where's the fun in that?
time.
Davado.
That's how you do it.
Davado.
with tears of joy.
Undodged away. Uh-huh. Oh, you can run, but you cannot hide. We see you. Oh, we seen you good. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty funny. Look at all them people in there. They was trying to beat people up, and they just couldn't do it. Everybody showed up to the party. Everyone except Lydia. Unbelievable, Lydia. Unbelievable. Yeah, but life be like that shit. There they are. The Brawler's Gauntlets. That's how we beat that bitch up in Whiterun. Turn these things legendary, she ain't gonna stand a chance. We got a fist fight. Go. There's a fist fight in our future. See, I wonder how many of these I have. 8. That means what? 2. 16 more. I may just do the Stones of Baron Zaya tomorrow.
Who's fisting low?
It's funny. We haven't been able to beat that girl up in Whiterun. She's an absolute monster. In Legendary Survival. So now that we have some Brawler Dragon Gloves.
Do you need an enchantment to fist?
Oh yeah. I can't even answer that directly, Jeremiah. You're out of control.
Rotomouth. I get it, lol.
It's funny because when I used to box as a kid, we didn't call it punching. We called it punching. But my mentor always said, you're gonna fist that guy.
Sat next to me in church.
You're gonna fist the shit out of him. Right? And it sounds terrible. I get it. I get where you're coming from. But he'd say like fist, forearm, bow. So like, it starts with the fist. Right? And then when you elbow deep in a motherfucker, and it gets even worse. It sounds bad, I get it.
Geesh forearm fisting.
Yeah, but when you punch somebody, your fist is your weak spot. Your forearm is really hard. And your elbow to finish is like... It's the skull on the gravestone, you know what I mean? So I get the funniness of it. I understand. But a boxing match isn't all played in the gloves.
I start with a uppercut.
Yeah,
If it
see.
misses, the elbow follows through.
I grew up with a coach who was like, you need to follow through with every punch because it starts with the fist. The forearm trails it and the elbow finishes it off. It's it's a hell of a punch. It's a hell of a strategy, you know?
Plus, I have a nubby finger on one hand that's great to put out an eye.
Yeah. See, I'm not talking about street fighting, I'm talking about boxing. Like, straight boxing. Because that's what I grew up doing. Like, from the time I was 11 until I was 18. The punch don't stop at the fist is what I was trying to say. And before that, what I was trying to say is we got some damn decent gloves. And we might be able to beat that girl up now.
I grew up in the fields. A fight, nothing is out of the question.
Yeah, see, and I grew up in a ring,
There.
and there's a lot of rules.
True.
Not to say I haven't been in my fair share, but... when I was in the ring, I wasn't allowed to do anything, you know. If I had any charge put on me, I'd have been kicked out of the league. Any kind of violent charge on me, I'd have been kicked right out.
Victory hand. Stick, pipe, chair, teeth, rocks, bats, knives, guns.
Yep, nope, I understand the difference between a street fight and a fight inside the ring. Outside the ring, if it's you or me, it's me.
I bring the whole arsenal, lol.
Right? Outside the ring, if it's you or me, I'm gonna win. Because I have to win. Inside the ring, I'm gonna win because it pays more. Unless you're all hooked up with the bookies and you know exactly what's gonna happen, and then you just fall down whenever they tell you to. See, that's where a lot of people are like completely misled by the world of sports. Because if you think there was never a throne fight, and if you think there was never a maid match, completely out of your mind.
Rules in jiu-jitsu.
Every football game is called before it's played, and every wrestling match is won before it's started. Like, very few people hold high. Very few people hold high enough standards to fight for integrity instead of money. Keep that shit in mind. Everybody's out here trying to make a buck.
I've never boxed, feet and hands.
And they're all betting on your money to lose. At least anyone who knows anything. It's the same thing in baseball, same thing in basketball, same thing in football, same thing in golf. You get lucky and bet right once. They all know what you're doing. They're tuned in, homie.
Rules are for the weak.
You say that, but I went Golden Glove in Oklahoma City. And if you don't
How do
know,
you feel? I think you might be sick.
it's a hard feat. However, I had my bell rang enough times that I decided
I know you.
I didn't want to make that a career.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
My old neighbor said he was Golden Glove and could take me. I made him tap after almost choked him to death.
Golden Glove is boxing. It's a fist fight. It's not wrestling.
If it wasn't for the rules, anyone can die.
Oh, you're right. That's why I said there's a difference between a street fight and a fight in a ring.
We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood
Because like I was trying to say earlier,
I'm a
it's
grappler.
it's either like if it comes down to it and it's you or me, I'm obviously gonna pick me every time. But if I have to abide by rules, it's fist, forearm, bow, and I'm gonna hit you with the whole arm every time I punch.
Don't like those eyes you've got. There's a bad hunger to them.
The scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
That's why they say follow through.
If you need a good rumor or two, welcome to the wing. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Are you an Orthodox?
Nope. I'm not Orthodox anything.
Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. I'll show you to your room.
I thought he was gonna say some goofy
Remember
shit
the
like
winking
that.
skeever next time your foot's sore.
Nah, if you need to know, I'm a Lutheran Christian. I'm a left paw though, which might confuse.
Orthodox is fighting stance, man, ha ha ha. If your arm is allowed, then feet should be. My roundhouse has been clocked at 98 miles per hour, not the fastest but fast enough.
I'm a southpaw.
Oh yeah, nice. I'm ambidextrous. Well, well, well. Well, the masturbation made me right dominant. Just kidding, rolling on the floor laughing. When your next Joseph Tsushima stream, can I join if you don't mind?
Yeah, no, I don't mind, Dos. Nos.
Your
My
next
next...
Ghost of Tsushima stream, can I join if you don't mind?
I don't mind. I'll probably be running with my wife, though. On my next one.
I know lefties are hard to deal with.
See, that's what's funny is I'm actually right-handed, but I'm left-hand dominant in a ring. I trained like that on purpose.
Only.
Not only. No, like I'm gonna be playing with my wife on my next Ghost of Tsushima stream. No, I train like that to be able to throw the jabs and the hooks.
How goes the adventuring? Sorry, I keep on spelling the wrong thing.
You're fine, Dos. I hear what you're saying, and like I said, I have no problem with you joining, but the next time I'll be playing with my wife. So we'll be playing like survival and other things like this. But no, when I was fighting, I trained left hand dominant because it was so effective. Even though I am right-handed. It's kind of how I went Golden Glove, you know? I haven't boxed in a long time, but it's like riding a bike, you know? Until you're not fit enough to do it. You don't forget how.
Feel free to make requests. Sure. What can I do for you? Yes. This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Everyone's all hooked on Serena.
Our hero claims a warrior.
My problem, I can't stop going for the throat.
I tell you, the dragonborn comes.
Yeah, see.
With a voice
It's not boxing, though.
of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the dragonborn comes.
I could tell you some sad stories that ended up really bad for a lot of people.
Right out of the box, throat punch.
Beware, the dragonborn comes.
Yeah, and that's a D and Q. It's a did not qualify.
You'll know the dragonborns come.
Stream looks good as always. Tip to the ambidextrous. Form letters with your fingers on both hands. It avoids shooting arrows at Skyrim Gar.
Smart woman.
They say the Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice.
Right on. Anyway,
Shouted him apart.
aside from the violence.
I guess I never cared for fighting at all, unless it involves my life.
Right. And see, I grew up in a different environment where it was like, it was sport. It was a sport.
Aside from the violence, hyphen decapitates head in Skyrim, huh?
Instantly just, yeah, no. Picking up what you're putting down. I mean the violence of an actual fight.
Sports that cause brain damage.
Yeah, see, and that's exactly why I quit. I could feel my mind being changed. And I was like, this isn't something I think I should pursue.
Ah, you've returned. How goes the I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now,
Rules for brain damage, Geesh.
Oh no.
See, when I lived in Oklahoma, boxing was an extracurricular activity.
To the point that parts are unreadable, and the parts that are readable, well, Bardic verse has come a long way since ancient times.
It was an elective.
Each other's brains out for money.
Well, in high school, it wasn't even for money. You just did that shit to see if you could punch hard.
Learn to throw a 1-2 and only ever engage in self-defense for street fighting. Pro is lot more than that, of course.
The importance of the burning of King Olaf festival.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Because I went to state.
Burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf
almost went national and
immemorial won't be happening.
And literally quit mid-season because of it. Like I was feeling different in my brain space, dude. My thoughts, the way.
1-2, then a roundhouse or sweep.
Yeah, I mean, boxing isn't self-defense; it's a sport.
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses.
You get good enough at it.
Never expected, or the throat punch.
Then it is self-defense in a way, but yeah, not against people who are going to be fighting dirty. So.
Oh, Olaf,
and that's all people do outside of a ring.
Betrayer,
so.
Death-dealing demon,
just know that.
Dragon-killing king. Your legend is lies, lurid, and false.
Only thing you'll box here is a brown bear.
Capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye?
You forget.
Famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's
Jeremiah, I lived in Tennessee for a little while. I know.
I find that highly unlikely, but the court will love it. I'm writing it in.
Most of my control inside of the ring came from outside of the ring violence, so.
Tennessee isn't home to much but hard-ass work.
From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But solitude stood strong.
And where I came from, it was hard living.
Truest protectors.
But if you worked hard,
vengeance was instant.
Eventually that hard living became good.
And wicked. Strange.
It's good living.
In history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted.
Dude, look at that window.
Oh, that is exciting! I'm sure the court and the Jarl will love it. I'm writing it in now. It has a few final lines, but that's all.
It looks like
I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come. Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon,
Doesn't look bad.
dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and...
I could tell you a story, man, of the way it worked out, you know, for me. And I only hope, in the end, I hope everyone, like, I encounter, I hope everyone has, like, at least something in life that they can cherish. It's not all about the toughest guy in the crowd. It's not always about, like, who can drink the most, who can party the most, who has the most money. Life isn't...
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
being ex-military, I have to avoid it.
Life isn't easy. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've probably had to declare your hands. Or your feet. Because you got taught, like, Krav Maga or something. And now you're lethal. So, if you were to hurt somebody in a way, you could have been charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
It's the same thing when you're a Golden Glove boxer.
If you have business,
You have to
please see
declare
Folk
your
Firebeard,
hands.
my steward.
My duty is to keep the Jarl safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it. I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
But for me, from the time I was 0 to 9, I lived with my mom. My dad was in prison.
Are you still on the destruction flames or elemental?
Ah, Viarmo.
I can't use
I
elemental,
assume
it'll
you
kill
are
my
here to
friends.
petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf Festival.
I am, Jarl. I wished...
But like I was saying, from the time I was born until I was 9, I lived with my mom. And I loved my mom, and my mom seemed to love me. But after I turned 9, she fell in love with cocaine. And she fell away. And when I say that, what I mean is, she found my dad, who had recently been released from prison, and sent me to see him for a week. And then she disappeared for 6 whole years. And my father couldn't take care of me, so he put me up for adoption. And I was adopted. And from the time I was 11 until I was 16, I lived with foster families. And in that time, I didn't hate them. I didn't regret, like, anything that they had done or that I had done. I seen it as an opportunity. It wasn't something I wanted to lord over them, but I wanted them to know that I was fucking people too, so I found them again. And now we're closer than we've ever been. So it's persistence. It's fists, forearms, and bows. The world's gonna take from you what it wants. And if you let it, it will. But if you fight for the things you believe in, you can have everything. And I believe that. Wholeheartedly. 100%.
Present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon.
My mom committed suicide in front of me when I was 6. I'm of Nashville. I was sent here to be raised by people I didn't know.
A con for the ages.
Sorry for your rough time, mate.
And that's the
You
way.
seem like good guy. Good ones get the rough starts.
That's the way you can think of it.
Olaf was Numenx,
And I appreciate you,
on moonless
Summer of 85,
Joe, but
she's killed 13 others.
that's the way you can think of it.
Promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold,
But here's the dead ass facts. The dead facts is that you can't control where you come from. But you control where you're headed. And Jeremiah, you know that better than anyone here.
I do.
It takes a hard one to know one, you know? And I'm just saying, like, the reason shit can bounce off of us and the reason things can still be okay, like, is because you know where you came from, you know what you are, and you know where you're headed. So
only each person controls the wheel and paths they travel.
that's exactly right. Once you stop falling down the mountain, it's all up to you from there.
Strong, Skyrim's truest protectors.
I met my father after a federal roundup.
Inspired and wicked. Olaf gave orders. Winterhold.
Similar for me up until late teens. All the horrible shit. Video games were the escape for over a decade.
His men dressed up and then went out.
See, I
to
met my
fight.
dad like.
I saw his name on the news.
I met my dad like this. And my dad's an incredible person. My mom hid him from me for a long time. But my dad was locked up. He was in prison. He had done something that he truly regretted, and it took him a long time. A long time. Before he found complete happiness and knew exactly where he was supposed to be. And as soon as he did, he became the man I knew he could be. He became the father I needed, the father I wanted. He became a best friend and ally, and someone who would stop me before I made a huge mistake.
Escape fugitive from a weekend furlough.
I went to 17 different high schools. Not because I was adopted, but because before I was.
God damn this some intense ass fucking Skyrim Jesus more difficult than legendary haha.
Because before I was adopted, my family was running from the cops. My family was fugitives. My family was convicts. My family was a huge mistake. It took a long time before they got everything together. And luckily, we didn't get any sentences that took us away from each other. It doesn't have to be perfect. All it has to be is there. And all you have to be is present.
But they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends the story of Olaf the Liar, a thief and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a
Life is hard. Don't make it harder than it has to be.
king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore,
I have hate for my father. He gave my mom the drugs that caused her to lose her mind.
Oh, thank you yet
Everyone
again. I will
has
make
hate for
sure
their
our
father.
applicant who was instrumental in
But I can guarantee you
recovering the
this.
tome will be well
It wasn't
rewarded.
your father who was crazy.
Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough. Soon, these things must be done properly.
Your father
You will be
loved that
inducted
woman at
as
one
part
point.
of the festival itself.
And that woman
I
being
need
your
you
mom.
to go
Big up to you too, Jeremiah. You've been through the mill, mate, but like I said,
Tell him to finish the preparations. The
I
festival
go to every carol hearing to try and voice that I don't want him out.
Like most of what we get from them.
Scary thinking of those
I'm
boots with
sorry
an
it's
army
like
of
that for
elven
you.
weapons at their command. Let's
wish
be
it was
thankful
better.
they're half a world away, eh?
Even a fine weapon is only as good as its wielder, sir. But they should fetch a
He
high
tried
price.
to sell my brother and sister.
Right, you?
That's terrible. I guess the worst thing my dad ever did to me was put me through a wall. And on the other side of that wall there was some concrete stairs and I fell down those. And I had like a moment of clarity
If he gets out, I'm going in.
that was beyond anything I'd ever seen before. Because I could have hated my dad for it. I could have been completely resentful. And I understand why he gave it up. Like why he gave me up. I get it. He wasn't capable. At the time, he wasn't mentally built for it. But he put me through a wall, and I fell down the stairs on the other side of that wall. And when I picked myself up and dusted myself off, I realized at that moment there was nothing that could hurt me. He couldn't hurt me, it doesn't matter what he did. I didn't die. I was alive. I was more alive than I had ever been. I walked up the stairs, I looked him dead in his eyes, and I told him I loved him. It was 3 weeks later I was adopted.
Our elf.
I had to bury a casket with something inside. I still can't comprehend that was Mom.
As always, Lord, your loyalty is a shining example to us all.
I'm sorry, man. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it was better. But I can't tell you it is. Life's terrible. People are awful.
Who you with now, Jeremiah?
But the only thing I can say is this, and I can't say much more. And I hope we can put all this behind us. And I hope you live nothing but
I know I fight for children every time I see them being done wrong.
a gratuitous and grateful life. I hope life feeds you the best. But I'm a lot like you.
Joe, I'm all alone.
So let me explain something really quick. And if you guys could just give me like 60 seconds of silence. I'd like to tell you something.
Truth, life is actually good now.
I'm a lot like you, or you were. I wake up, I get on my feet, I go to work. You know how it seems? I know it hurts. But there's no one but me to make it work. I bite my tongue, I hold my breath, and I just put my babies first. You see, this is real shit. In a world that is so cold, when this wind picks up, you'll try to hold on. And when you hear your mama crying from the tempo of a slow song, well, I guess that real shit has got your mama's soul gone. You'll have rent due on the 5th, and the check will come on the 6th. You'll have grandmother no job, no money coming in, and the grandkids will take from her. She'll love them to the end, and they could care less what kind of trouble she is in. But see, this is real shit. It's not a video. This ain't a still shot. Nope, this is the real life you're running from. You still got. You're free to go at any time, but you feel a lot. Like you might want some change, but will not. You see, every day, it's just another door slammed in your face, another waste of precious money flushed it down the fucking drain. Standing there looking for answers in all the wrong places. And everyone's looking at you like ignorant long faces. But you could be standing in the middle of the room screaming something fucking wrong. But how long is it gonna take for you to come along? Just to realize the days of tomorrow just may be up and gone? See, I would come in like, sweetie, don't worry your peep. You can have my plate and it's okay, cause your uncle's gonna make sure you eat. Now go to sleep. And when she wakes up in the morning, this shit will all just be a dream. You could tell her all these things. You could promise them the same. But it's just like with your dad and people living that way. There's a reason for your stress. There's a reason for your shame. But this ain't no reason for your struggle or a motherfucking pain. But this is real shit. This ain't Eminem. This is G living. But this is real shit. Now go ahead and post the Eminem video you thought that came from. Go ahead and let them know. I was being sincere. I've been right at the end of my rope.
Just joking.
chugging on a beer. See, I had the binoculars. I've seen it all clear.
Start warming.
It wasn't until God got me. Seen everything clear. Nem's a bitch anyway. I can't stand behind him after what he recently stood for. What a joke. An absolute legend. Turned himself into a fucking joke.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Now that maybe you know me a little bit better. You'll understand why I don't just fully commit and I play this game the way I want to. I want to hear the whole story before I could fucking vote on anything.
Your nephew doing okay?
My nephew? The poor kid. I hate this topic, but
I mostly deal with
A Billy rapper with money on my mind.
since we've had a good bandit raid.
my nephew is going through dialysis 12 hours a day. He's 4 years old. Everyone in the family has tried, and none of us are capable of donating a kidney. It's heartbreaking. There's nothing we can do. We are literally
Mention he was for oh god.
at the we're at the mercy of the world.
We all need each other. It took years for me to get where I could just talk about life to anyone. He for sure meant for longer. Don't worry about him. Nice.
I'm worried. He's been in critical condition since he was born. So, of course I'm worried. And if there's anything I could do, I would have done it. If I knew he could have mine, I'd have gave him both. I don't have what he needs tonight.
God works in mysterious ways, doesn't he? My goodness.
And I can't. So. The only thing I can do is pray.
I'm so sorry, that's terrible.
It's not your burden. So, don't hold on to it. all we can do is pray.
I just came in, but wow, life hits hard. I would offer mine. I've already been told since I've had several bone transplants I can't donate any blood or body parts.
Yeah. I don't need you guys to donate, but maybe, just pray. Just, I don't ask for a lot. Maybe just add them to your prayer list. That's all I can ask for.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
When you're asking God to keep you, yourself, your family, and everyone you love.
We'll pray to the 8 divines for his full comeback. Words have power.
Maybe just pray to God and ask for a little bit of help. That's all I can ask. I can't ask you guys to do anything. Appreciate everything you did.
Words have power, how while playing Skyrim, how ironic.
Life be like that shit. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, I gotta stop. I gotta stop myself, because I'm getting in a way that's not good for myself. How can I do anything for this baby if I'm not okay with myself?
Yeah, that's where they get that stuff from, the Bible, Jesus, the Word of God. I gotta have you to stream Skyrim at least.
I'm so happy you guys.
Let there be light and uses the elements.
So happy you guys are happy. That's all I want. I want everyone I know to be happy.
I know your children need you.
You should meet my children.
Yeah, indeed.
I have a son that would carry you to Apex Predator. I have another one, my oldest, that would get you
Skyrim stream therapy is the solution.
anything you
Don't let
want.
Zane tell you otherwise, the pompous fuck.
In any battle royale. I have a brother who's playing this game on a treadmill. And I have a daughter who can't believe there's not more cats.
I have 2 daughters and a son who are grown and working.
Super cool. My oldest son is 16. He has a younger brother who is 15, and that brother has a twin. We're out here getting it. Trust me.
Time goes forward.
Sure it does. If you let it.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be good.
You celebrate your birthday every year. Is that to celebrate another year? Or is it just to confirm you're aging?
Come and see what goods I offer.
Blessed.
Yeah.
It is a strange sight. The white... The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this land seems.
I still play football with my kids. I still do everything I used to do. Both of my kids could box. Like, their way out of an argument if they had to. I hope they don't have to.
Situated birthday and Christmas will be every day.
Yeah, basically, I've had 6 children, so my holidays never end.
Citizen.
We're always a month away. One month away from a holiday. And it's so perfect.
My ex-brother-in-law has 9 children. He said would stop when God makes it so.
It's kind of what it says in the Bible, isn't it? Be fruitful. Multiply. One of my exes had an abortion, and I have a dream. Every night.
Multiply indeed.
Where I just wish I could show my daughter who doesn't exist all these amazing things. I told my wife all I wanted was a daughter so I could make one, at least one, good person in this world. And my ex-girlfriend had a divorce, and I feel like she killed my first daughter. 'Cause I don't know. And how could I? I'm just a man.
That's sad.
Yeah, I didn't have any choice. Wasn't something I got to say, no, don't do it. You know. She just did it all on her own. Walked away. Fucking. It's kind of.
My first daughter could have been a model, second daughter became a school teacher, and my son, well, he's just like dad, young and chasing his O.
My first daughter, I have 5 boys and 1 girl. My daughter's gonna love sports. She's gonna be a mess.
Hail asterisk.
She has 5 brothers to keep an eye on her, though, before, like, it ever gets back to me. Before I have to be an asshole. She has at least a layer of protection. Which is something we never knew.
I had to get my GED over defending my sister at 16.
Ouch. Is life. If you never had a dad, never had anyone to try and like guide you,
I stayed in fights over my sister.
I have a video on my channel. It's called Ready as They Come. I would just implore you to at least check it out. A lot of the videos I've made have been about overcoming difficulties.
I will check it out. Right.
These are my live streams, and you're live with me now. I appreciate you being here. And if there was something more I could say to you, I wish I could, but I don't have anything I can say because we all have our own struggles. We all do it our own way. And there's nothing more that I can do except for wish that I could be there for you, but I can't. But my life,
for my sister, she wanted to be grown. Peace out.
My life hasn't been so similar, right? Like, I know when they separated me and my sisters when I was adopted somewhere else, it was absolutely tragic for me. It's something I can't put a number on. It's indescribable. It's a horror show.
Sorry to hear THST.
It's alright, man. Don't feel bad for me. Okay?
I tried to eat myself to death last year.
This is what I'm saying. I smell what you're stepping in. I see where you're coming from.
Got up to 350 pounds.
If there's anything I can do to help you, get a hold of me. Let me know, and I will send you some contact information, and we can work on some shit together. Sorry, it's so bad, man. At some point,
I met a guy who was horribly overweight and I saw myself in him.
I hope it's better. I'm not horribly overweight, Jesus.
I was saying earlier, Jeremiah, get to social club or therapy. Is a daunting step, but if you want improvement, you know it's the best move. Today I'm 290 and at 6'4", I'm not far off. Biggest issue is people not hearing others nowadays.
Well, you got that right. I don't know what to say.
Joe nailed that. Hi, Joe. Nailed it, Joe. Right, therapy, and how does that make you feel?
Let me explain something to you. Your world can be turned completely upside down. It can be shredded into pieces. It could be blowing in the wind. You could be left standing on a peak, trying to pick up the shattered remains of what you thought was worth it. But if you don't know, and if you have no idea,
I had to move from a nice suburban neighborhood to a disgusting trailer park with no running water and electricity for a month.
about who you are,
I mean, this stream alone is doing plenty by looks of it.
and how bad it can be, life can give you worse. So don't say, how much worse can it be? Because it will become that. Instead, I want you to say, I can't ask this, but I can pray for it. How much better can it become?
Yeah. Maybe we can group therapy rates.
Yeah. I'm not... You can't hire me. I don't exist. The only thing I am is I'm your friend when no friend is around. I'm your best friend when you don't have one to look forward to, or an encounter to look towards. I'm your best friend. If you think it's funny, that's okay. It's okay to be okay.
Put your address in the chat and we will all turn up at your door. That a god idea.
If I put my address in the door, I'd be putting my children at stake. It's just not something I'm willing to do.
My art expresses my feelings most of the time, and it shows.
I appreciate you being there. I appreciate you saying that. I value art as well. I'm pretty sure, and I hate to say this, like out loud, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna kill myself soon, so. Just because I can't stand being here.
You're not.
I don't find any solace in life. Nothing's working.
You're not that selfish.
My wife tells me how worthless I am every day.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Seriously, now you got wife and kids, you can't say that.
And I'm practically drowning in debt.
Ooh, Alf. Therapy and self-improvement.
No one gets it. I stand alone.
I do.
I sing the greatest song, and no one hears it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it now. But
I was married for 10 years and walked away.
I have nothing left, you know. The only thing I get in return is negative feedback. Not from y'all. You guys are doing great. But I don't know how much longer I can. I just don't know how much longer I can.
If you're not kidding and your wife really said you're worthless, then maybe evaluate that part of life, not your own life, mate.
I'm just so tired. Like, I'm tired of it, you know? She don't want to live it anymore. Neither do I. It's not an evaluation. It's just people are fucking terrible. They're awful to each other. I love her to death. She loves me to death. When does death come? It's like that. Right?
That's why you gotta find the sweet spot. Just hearing you words, you are nowhere near that spot. Fight and tussle to find that spot.
This is exactly what I'm saying.
With hobbies, romance, money, whatever it may be, everyone got one.
This is exactly what I'm
I
saying.
once told a finance officer I was a bum. 3 years in a row I went through 10 to 15 jobs a year. The lady said he is consistent. At least he key. That's why I walked away. can even start now, leaving this stream and going looking for something or talking or trying for another path serious. I drew workman's comp for a few years and the ex said it wasn't income. I mean that genuinely. Money is always a problem. Yeah. If things had waited on money to get married, I never would have, cause I was broke when I said I do. You hearing me? Did he leave? I'm enjoying being single for now. Just deep in feelings, I would guess. He gotta come back and acknowledge this though. Right now. I guess he probably doing something. Or that maybe, huh? How old are you guys, if I'm not nosy for asking? I'm 24, mate. This is the old people stream straight from the old folks' home. Grinning, squinting face. 36 in December. 20. I'm almost 48. my phone playing Coder 2 Sith Lord build rolling on the floor laughing. All walks of life type shit face with tears of joy face with tears of joy. G Liven is about my age.
I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm gonna have to end it because I got some real life shit going on right now, and I hope to be back later, or maybe, you know, later today, but I can't be sure.
See you next time.
I appreciate you guys for showing up. It was really nice. I'm sorry for everything you guys have gone through. And if there's anything I could do to help you, you know, I would.
Smiling face with halo nose okay.
I would do it regardless. So it's been fun having a lot of laughs. It's been fun having a lot of, you know, goofy conversations or better conversations, whichever. Cheers, mate. I'll see you next time.